That's why
So the question is now, what is meant by genuine domestic basis? We say there are quite a number of factors that are looked at. Number one, they look at the duration of the relationship.
Yes.
I say a one-night stand. So you can't call a civil partnership a one-night stand.
All right.
No, it can't be. It's a transactional.
All right.
Number two, they also look at whether or not you've got children. So now they're now trying to establish what I'm going to say.
All right.
Okay, then they also look at what they call a commitment to living a shared life together.
Okay.
The moment plans for the rest of your life. That's all.
But that's hearsay. How do I prove that we had plans to be together?
I'm talking about so then they also look at the level of interdependence.
Yes.
Okay. So one thing that we need to understand about a civil partnership, the language only comes on termination of the partnership.
Okay.
Civil partnership.
Yes.
That's when you start saying there was a civil partnership.
All right.
But otherwise, I see something
Yes.
So they're simply raising this issue because when they have been in these particular setups.
Right.
By the time anchada. The question is now, say we life say next thing mama is a property together. How are you going to share that particular property? So that's one of the things. So also look at whether or not the parties had a sexual relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. But
right.
Usually, Vero, can I also a civil partner? That's one of the reasons. So usually, my civil partnerships, they're actually very easy to prove.
Okay.
Because on Akwanda, they easily tick more boxes, a civil partnership.
All right.
One of the things they look is the public nature of the relationship. On Akwanda, yes. So all those things are now factors that are actually considered.
All right.
In terms of determining whether or not a civil partnership exists. But it's actually easy in terms of the act to prove the existence of a civil partnership.
I'm so happy because words, my streets of Mandonswa, usually it was men being so happy that yes, finally we get to be allowed to have civil partnerships while we have our marriage. And I was wondering.
Yeah, so you can have a civil partnership. You can, because the law says it can coexist. But your
yes.
can be available for a lawsuit to adultery.
All right.
But in any event,
who do you sue in that case? Am I suing the civil partner or my husband?
No, you can't sue your husband.
You can't sue your husband.
But in other countries, adultery is actually going down the drain. They don't recognize adultery. South Africa, they don't even recognize.
Oh, is that so?
Europe, many countries have done away with adultery. So now they say, "Kana muno cheater, please run muno."
Okay.
It's your responsibility to change the contrary.
Exactly.
But in a way,
yes.
What I always tell people is, one of these days I'm seeing in Zimbabwe where we don't have a cause of action in adultery. The level where we've done away with so many things.
Yes.
I'm foreseeing that soon we might actually be saying our citizenship adultery.
Okay. Then it brings me to a very funny question. We're talking of men having civil partners. Women can also have civil partners, right?
Remember, a civil partnership is a relationship between a man and a woman.
Yes.
So women can actually do have civil partners. Meaning, then I don't know, Patrick.
I still
sue for maintenance in a civil partner. Yeah, so, but what the Act does is it interferes in Section 79 of the Criminal Law Codification Reform Act.
Yes.
So, civil partner for bigamy.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
That's one of the acts. That's one of the things that the Act does. So, you can't cause Munwako to be arrested for bigamy.
All right. All right.
So now it becomes very difficult to action near the bigamy. Because someone was a civil partner, and that's a defense.
That's a defense.
Because the Act is actually done away with that. And not only that, the Act also outlaws the practice of for willful transmission of HIV/AIDS.
Come again?
It's no longer an offense.
It's no longer an offense.
Yeah, you knowing.
Yes.
I'm fully infected.
Yes.
And you know it very well.
Yes.
And you infect your partner. It's not an offense anymore.
Yes, that's scary.
No, it's not scary. That's law.
That's law.
Yeah. So no wonder we don't get to read these things. Because
Yes.
But there's actually a big elephant in the room.
That's
But
big.
someone is not telling you about their status.
Yes.
And they just, they deprive you of the opportunity to make a
To
decision.
make a decision, yes.
Yeah, but still, this is now the law. Then for those vangu vakachata kudhara, under 511, 507 dzatachitaura dzedze,
Yes.
hapasina haundochati kechitu, muchato wako utori right, hauna expiry date.
Uchachati futi.
Utori right wakatodaro. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, lastly, I want to go back to Rora squad thing. Munhu andiroora zvakanaka inda ndichifunga kuti tichachata, and then abva azoita, you talked about myths, yes. Abva atoita tumascares twake twekuti ukaroora chete wakuurayiwa, wakuzodei, vakadzi vanobva vazodai, oti haachada kuchata. But inini ndiri mukadzi akaroorwa, ndaita vana vangu 1 or 2, ndiri kuda kuchata. Is there a way of doing it kana ndotongobuda hangu murelationship? Because kana law isingandi safeguard in that, then ndiri kuita imba.
So you can't force someone kuchata anyway?
Yes.
That's the law, you can't force.
Saka in other words, tiri kungochaya mapoto vanhu vakaroorwa musina.
Kuchaya mapoto wakaenda private school.
Wakaenda private school.
Yeah, private school. So, because, why they're saying that? Because they want all the marriages to be registered.
All right.
Yeah, so once it's registered, there's no more advantages. So what the Act does, Panyanza Civil Partnership, remember, is Pamnonitsana, the law, the provisions of the Matrimonial Causes Act applies to distribution of property.
All right.
Matrimonial Causes Act, so the law says Section 7 up to Section 11 of the Matrimonial Causes Act applies. That's the one that now says what do we do.
All right.
In terms of distributing property.
All right.
So civil partnership andazongwarirwa, especially wana baba vane madzimai kumba. Kana wazotanga kukoromora, because in terms of Section 7, the court, which is the High Court,
yes,
is allowed to order transfer of one asset from one civil partner to another.
Okay.
Yeah, many property mustamago.
Yes.
You know, to a civil partner.
How does that happen? Because takatenga tiri two, probably kana kuri kunzi kushare, tiri kufana kushare tiri two. Civil partner anopinda papi? Anopinda pakuti murume anoona all this thing.
So once the civil partner akatotanga kulea claim to a property.
Yes.
Paakutofana kutowa neombo wokuti zvenyu. So the Act says mukadzi wa civil partner.
Yes.
So in the civil partnership, wangu mukadzi nini anoprotectwa, but anofana kuprove that the assets, they actually belong to her. So they have to prove to the satisfaction of the court that whatever assets that they're holding on to, they actually belong to them. Meaning if they fail, you know it. Which is why Oroma wonder Kahunhu kunyepa uchina nemota yemukadzi wako civil partner.
Yes.
Inosura yapa list ye property katengo. Because anchinoonga Oroma no believisa on.
Yes.
Hey sweetie, close your eyes. Yako iye mota yaturwa mukadzi. Next thing is no chibonbondo service. Umbozusira mukadzi. Tino sweetie chimboshandisa iyi because yeah it's a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, chimboshandisa iyi. Next thing when someone go holiday. Hey chi. So Section 7 in Matrimonial Causes Act now looks at the lifestyle of the parties. So what it means, you can actually be ordered to pay maintenance for your civil partner, break up, because the Matrimonial Causes Act provides for maintenance. Spousal maintenance and recognizes maintenance for the children. And the court also looks at the lifestyle of Mama Jaira. So akaona Mama Jaira.
Then she drive and ndine mota.
Driver, actions are only doing a value.
Yes.
Do maintenance. So suppose I was talking about this stable lifestyle one.
Eye opener. I would like to say to my ladies out there, isusu especially vekuchechi vakaroorwa tikagara hedu muchechi and we are thinking everything is okay. Takatogaramo ndiri manzi ndakagara netu, that's our language, ndakagara netu. You are in trouble if you think that's all you need. I think make sure kuti marriage yenyu yarejestwa. Kana isati yarejestwa, do what you can. You ladies are very good at making sure kuti zvinhu zvaitwa. Kana uchikwanisa kuchinja behavior, kana uchikwanisa kunaka kuti zviite mumba imo mungazviite kuti muregister marriage. Just to end this, do you have any advice that you would like to give to women, especially women who are just sitting at home vasingashande vakagara vari kuti tatone dzimba 3 taane motikari 4?
No, you need to develop yourself. That's my challenge. Muroma is financial plan.
Yes.
One offer. And
Muruma is financial plan.
Financial plan, none offer.
Yes.
Why? Because even if your husband has a lot of money, you still need to make your own money.
True.
It gives you power. I'm not saying power to be a nuisance, but money just gives you options. One day when your husband is no longer there, life has to continue. So I really think people should develop themselves. You know, I lost my father when I was 18 years of age. My mother was a housewife all her life. And from there, that's when I realized I couldn't become a housewife. Unless, if the husband has a 5 million per table, US,
Yes.
what sweetie in case ndingamukandisipo mushandisai
Oh, true.
kana asati aisa 5 million patable ngakusiombonoshanda. Why? Because life happens. And when life happens, you need to be in a position to take care of your family. And not only that, to take care of yourself.
True.
You know, but you don't necessarily find yourself in relationships with people because you want someone to take care of you.
Yes.
Because you should learn to take care of yourself.
Ko vakadzi vai mandilida just a little one. Vakadzi vane varume vanoti handidi mukadzi anoshanda because some are intimidated by women who are working. And probably they feel they lose their voice once the woman starts working. Vamwe vacho vane paranoia yekuti ukaenda kumabasa you are exposed to other men and what have you. Anoita sei mukadzi akadaro?
Kana mukadzi wakaresuspect chero wakamugarisa kumba anongoita unhuwo.
That's a good one. Kana ari suspect anotongoita kunyange ari
They'll find a way.
Yes, that's true.
So no workplace has ever changed a person. It has simply amplified who they are.
Thank you.
So don't marry someone in order for you to douse their dreams.
Yes.
Marry someone in order for you to fuel their dreams, inspire them to be better people. Then for men, you know what? That's why I a very simple challenge. Kada uri murume uda mukadzi wakada housewife. It's a $1-2-3 million per side. The student
All right.
But a number of men is just insecurity, but they can't even afford the housewife.
Yes.
So now we'd rather work on our insecurities. And secondly, why do you have to marry someone so that you can just put them down? Bring them out, help them achieve their own dreams. In fact, marriage is one of the places that has killed many dreams.
Yes.
Why? Because you marry someone who is bright, inspired, and the next thing you want to control that person. And I really feel a number of people, they lose a lot in terms of who is marrying them. That's why, especially for those who are single,
Yes.
don't marry someone who's intimidated by you. And by the way, all these things no show. I'm saying about Mari. So that's the right time. I'm marrying myself into trouble.
Yes, the signs are there. The flags are
You
showing.
see, sadly, we are a generation that negotiates number warning signs.
Okay.
Yeah, you try to protect your emotions, but you're walking with your eyes open into a disastrous situation. Think. And I think that's the greatest message.
Advocate, hold that thought. Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue this. Thank you so much for this session. We'll meet again. Auntie Melo.